Hello and welcome to KDT Fishing. Welcome to a quick tutorial video on how to tie a ZIG rig. And I also wanted to point this out because I get asked this question an awful lot, which is, should I use foam with hook aligners such as the rig I'm going to show you how to tie now, or should I use boilies or even the Nash bugs like ZIG bugs? You can get them from a few different brands, but Nash do one. And my answer is always the same: whichever you feel most confident with, regardless of bait, regardless of types of bug, then that is the key. Because if you haven't got confidence in your rods while they're out in the water, then you're going to be reeling them back in and out, and if they're not in the water, you ain't going to catch no fish. So have confidence in the bait that you use. If it's the foam, you know, you might be confident putting some attractants on, dipping them in some glug, or spraying them with like ZIG spray. You know, you might be more confident using boilies because you know that you catch on them any other time. And you could also be confident using the ZIG bugs, again spraying them with attractants, but also you could be using the bugs that are out and hatching like today. So there's different ways to gain that confidence, but that is the key in my opinion. And I want to quickly show you how to tie this rig now, and I'm going to keep it simple. So I've got some Nash ZIG line, buoyant line. I've got my little pack of ZIG equipment and artificial baits such as foam. I've even made some like foam shaped boilies in the past, you know, made them myself. And then I've got my hook aligners. So I'm going to be using a red hook aligner today, along with a piece of yellow foam for now. And then I'm using the Nash fang twisters. You can use all kinds of hooks. You just want to make sure that the eye's not too big for the hole in the ZIG aligner or the hook aligner. You can just about make that out. Right, so I like to do my zigs about 3 to 4 foot. So I'm just going to quickly measure this out. So there's 1, 2, 3, roughly 4 foot. Light that off. And then what I always do is tie my hooks on first. If you was doing this with a boilie, you would obviously do it as a normal her rig, like a knotless knot rig, and then, you know, just have it whatever length you prefer. But doing it this way with a ZIG aligner and using foam, I always do the hook first. So there's the hook, here's the line. You always want to go through the point side of the eye first, so that when you have finished tying the hook, it is like that. It's coming out of the point side of the eye, your line. And again, for hooking reasons, the turnability of your hook, it's always better when the line's coming out that side. So got the tag end, pull it past the hook a couple of inches, hold the hook and the line together, bring the tag end back, forming a loop in your fingers, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can do this as many times as you want, but I do it 6 times, and then for a 7th time going through the loop that you created. Grab the tag end, pull it down the shank of the hook. Helps wetting the line a little bit as well, and there you go. So just get my scissors, cut the tag end off, and now it's time for the hook aligner. So before I slide my hook aligner on, I always wet the line running up to the hook. It just helps with sliding it on. The eyes on these hooks are quite big, so the wetting of the line does help. So the line can go into the aligner now, just forcing it out. If you need to cut the bottom of the aligner just a little bit, that can sometimes help. But slide this up now to the hook. Again, if you see the eye, compared to the hole on the aligner, it's quite big, so you just need to just give it a helping hand over the hook. It will eventually slide on. Just be careful with how hard you pull it, because you can very easily rip these ZIG liners. So that's probably on and off now. So there you go. So when you buy these ZIG kits from the likes of Fox, you do get a little tool in the kit, and what that is for is you get your foam, you put it inside the tool like that, and then you push that through the ZIG aligner and just give it a helping hand over onto the foam, over the tool. And then once you've got it on the foam, you can just give that a helping hand along as well. Like so. So there you go, I'd be happy with that. Sometimes I trim it down with some scissors, which I will do for the sake of this video. So I give it a little bit of a trim, just so it doesn't look too uniform. Sorry for the background noise as well, by the way, it's the maggot fridge. So there you go, that's ready to go. What I also do to add some attractability is just get a marker pen and just give it a few dots. So they could be like eyes, and then just some random markings. You don't have to do this, and there's no guarantee that it will help, but it's just something that I personally like to do. So I've got my rig now about 4 foot, and all I do on the other end is do a loop knot ready to go onto my swivel. So just get your loop, give it a twist, and it creates this strand of line here, the curled line, but it helps with doing another loop and then pushing that through itself 2 or 3 times to tie your knot. Wet the line a little bit, grab the tag end with your teeth and tighten it up. Cut the tag end off, and there we go. That is ready to go through my swivel to lock on, to then have the ZIG ready to cast out and be perfectly displayed in the mid-levels of the water. And that's it. So you do exactly the same, but in a rig style. If you were wanting to use a boiler, if you were using a bug, a lot of the times the bug is already on the hook, like a fly for fly fishing. You just tie the hook on and you're away. That's it. Right, that's the end of the video. If you would like to see me do any tutorials on how to tie anything else or make something, then please let me know in the comments below. But otherwise, thank you for watching. Good luck when you're out there on the bank, and subscribe if you're new, leave a like on the video, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.